Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. I want to give double honors to the apostles of great men who do rule well. Salutation to the men of the Ufla and Sensei elect. There's a brother Marcus out here ensuring that I just want to do a little edification for the elect's sake. And basically, this lesson is more like a question, like, could Benjamin, because basically it's about Benjamin, right? And the meaning of the name Benjamin, right? Now we know it, as the son of the righteous, but the question is, could it mean something else? Could it also mean something else, all right? So I'm not sure I'll name the lesson, but basically it's along that lines. Could the name Benjamin also mean something else? All right. So I want to go here and then I will jump back to where I was just before. Boom, boom, boom. I said that Genesis chapter 35, verse 15. It says, and Jacob called the name of the place where Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai spoke unto him Bethel. And they journeyed from Bethel, and there was but a little way to come to Ephrath. And Rachel travailed, and she had hard labor. And it came to pass, when she was in hard labor, that the midwife said unto her, fear not, thou shalt have this son also. And it came to pass, as her soul was in departing, for she died, that she called his name Benoni, but his father called him Benjamin. All right? Now we know before this, fleeing from Esau after he stole his birthright, he was told by his mother Rebecca, all right, to flee to her brother Laban in Haran. And Haran, when you go to the map, Haran is in the northern country in Mesopotamia. All right, so Benjamin went to Haran to the north. All right, and when he went to Haran to the north, that's where he was given his wife, and that's where he began creating his family. All right, so this is the book of Genesis chapter 30. And you know what, if I go wrong here, where is it all right, boom, here it is. This is Genesis chapter 29 and verse 31. And when Yahweh saw that Leah was hated, he opened her womb, but Rachel was barren. And Leah conceived and bare a son, and she called his name Reuben. That was the first of Jacob's sons, Reuben. And he had them while he was in Haran with Laban. Right? Now when you go back to chapter 30, all right, and you go down to verse 22, it says, and Yahweh remembered Rachel, and he hearkened unto her, and opened her womb, and she conceived and bare a son. And Yahweh and said, Yahweh had taken away my reproach. And she called his name Joseph, and said, Yahweh shall add to me another son. All right, so Rachel made Jacob's last son, or 11th son, in Haran, which is in Mesopotamia, in the north country, and his name was Joseph, which was the youngest out of the 11. All right, the only son that was not born in Haran, right, when Jacob was with Laban, was who? Was Benjamin. And he says what? Lord spoke to him in Bethel. So let's see where Bethel is. Let's see where Bethel is. Bethel said house of God, which would be Bayatalah. It says an ancient place and seat of worship in Ephraim on the borders of Benjamin. all right, on the borders of Benjamin, all right. So right around the same area where the tribe of Benjamin to have their inheritance is around the same part where the progenitor Benjamin was born. All right, it says a place in the south country of Judah, not far from Beersheba and Ziklag. So Bethel, where Benjamin was born, is in the land of Jews, land of Israel, which is in the southern part of Israel. All right, where also his children had their inheritance. Now, the reason why I said Benjamin could mean something other than son of the righteous. Now, but when I mean son of my sorrow, son of my mourning, when you go into Benjamin, it says Benjamin, son of the right hand. All right. Now, the word, right, says Jacob and Rachel's youngest sons, Joseph's full brother. All right. Now, says here son of the right hand. Now we say son of the righteous, but the word Banyamin, it never translated in the scriptures as righteous. It says hand, right, side, south, left hand. Right? So it says right hand, right hand, right side, right hand, right direction, south, the direction of the right hand when facing east. All right, so that is the point I want to get into. So it says when you go into the etymology, it says Benjamin means son of the right. But when you go into, because we know Ban is son, and Yamyon, when you go into it, it says what? Right hand, right side, right hand, or south. Now, when you go into the way people used to be named back then, they would have had names of significance. All right. So now, yes, the right hand is associated with your righteous side, but it never said righteous here. All right. But one thing it does say is south. Now, the main cardinal point that we use in these days is north. But the ancient time, the east was the main cardinal point. That is why it said, if you look up the word east in the etymology, it would tell you that the east is the main cardinal point facing the sun. Now, when you're facing the sun, what would be to your right is actually south, because the sun is east. South will be to your right hand. That is why Yamyon, it says south, or the direction of the right hand when facing east. Now, this is my question. Could Benjamin have meant son of the south? All right, because all his 11 brothers, they were born in the north country in Haran. He was the only one born in the south. All right. Now, when you go into I looked it up on Google and I asked, does Benjamin mean son of the south? And it says what? Yes, the name Benjamin can mean son of the south, because the Hebrew word Yamin, which when you go back here, Yamin, the Hebrew word Yamin means both right hand and south. This interpretation is supported by medieval commentator Rashi and is a linguistic connection found in other ancient names, contrasting southern tribes with northern ones. Etymology: Hebrew roots. The name Benjamin combines the Hebrew term Ben, son, and Yamin, right hand or south. So Benjamin could also mean son of the south, because son of the south makes more sense to me. I speak as a man. Makes more sense than son of the right, because as I said, all his brothers were born in the north. He was the only one born in the south. And also, when you look at the geographic location of all the tribes of Israel, Benjamin was the most southern tribe. All right? Or was one of the most southern tribes. All right? Son of the right hand. This is a common understanding, possibly symbolizing favor or strength. Son of the south. The word Yamin can also refer to the south, which is a valid interpretation. All right. It says Jacob's biblical significance. Jacob's son. Benjamin was Jacob's 12th and youngest son. Tribal origin. The name is linked to the tribe of Benjamin, which was located in the southern region of Canaan. Historical context. Some scholars suggest the south of the son of the south meaning could also refer to the tribe's subordinate position to the more dominant tribe of Ephraim. All right. And when you go to etymology, when you look up the word Benjamin, it says masculine proper name in the Old Testament, Jacob's youngest son, Genesis 35:18, from Hebrew Benjamin, literally son of the south. So right, so it also supported on Google that guess what? Benjamin is more logically to mean son of the south than son of the right hand, because why would you just call him son of the right hand? Judah, I will praise Yahweh. Reuben, she is a boy, so she now made her first child. Levi, lawyer, you shall be joined to me. No, my husband will join to me. Ephraim says what? No, the Lord shall add to me. Yes. No, Joseph, the Lord shall add to me. Ephraim is I am fruitful, because the Lord making him fruitful. All right. So, who else? Manasseh says the Lord had made me to forget, and that is what his name meant. Now, when you come to Benjamin, son of the right, why son of the right? But when you're dealing with cardinal points, the right would be south. Benjamin also meant south, and he was the only of the 12 brothers born in the south country. All right. It says literally son of the south, though interpreted in Genesis as son of the right hand, from Ben, son of, plus Yamin, right hand. It says also south. It says in the east-oriented culture, compare Arabic cognate Yaman, right hand, right side, south. Yamana, he was happy literally, he turned to the right. All right. So now, when you scroll up, there's also another word, Yemen, and we know Yemen as a country over there in the east. It says Yemen, southwestern region of Arabia, from Arabic Yemen, literally the country of the south. From Yaman, right side. So Yemen comes from the word used in Benjamin, which is Banyamin. All right, it says Yaman, right side, i.e. south side, is one of if one is facing east. Right, so if you're facing the east, the south will be to your right hand. That is why Yamyan, it means right hand, but it also means south. All right, it says the right side is regarded as auspicious. It says hence Arabic Yamana, he was happy, literally he went to the right. All right, so just like Yemen means country of the south, Yamyan means south, or south side. It also means right hand. All right, so Benjamin, as it says here, south, it could mean son of the south. And as I said, I speak as a man. I believe it makes more sense that Benjamin mean son of the south, seeing that the geographic location of where they dwelt is the south of Israel, and also he was the only of the 12 sons to be born in the south. All the rest were born in the north in Haran. He was the only one born in the south. Why would Jacob change his name from Benoni to Benjamin? Because where he was born in Bethel, in the south of land of Benjamin, and that is where the tribes had their inheritance, in that south land. All right. So as I said, it's just a little edification, a question asked, could his name also have meant son of the south? And as I said, saying son of the right, there's not really any nomen to support son of the right. But when you go into son of the south, geographically it supports the name. All right, where he was born and where the tribes, where the tribe Benjamin would have been associated, and also where his brothers were born in the north, and he was the only one to the south. Alright, so with that, hope it was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Abba Shem El Shai. Double honors to the apostles of great mercy and do well. Salutation to the man of the hopeful and saints elect. There's Makazar saying shalom and stay strong. Shalom.